A pleasant day, STEM learners. This is Sir Peter, your pre-calculus teacher. So we are still on week number 1, and for this video lesson, I'm still going to talk about more on circles. So last time, I gave you an activity, which is activity number 1, in which you're going to find the standard equation of the circle given certain conditions. But as you can see, these are problems which are different from the ones that we have done in our previous video lesson. So in here, you have to think about the importance of constructing the center radius form. So it means that you have to identify first the center and then the radius of the circle. But what if you will deal with problems in which they are tangent to a certain line? Okay, these are lines present on the Cartesian plane. That's for items 1 to 4. While for item number 5, you will deal with a different problem in which the diameter of the circle is involved. So here are the sample problems, okay? So before that, let's review first about the standard equation of the circle, centered at 0, 0. So it should be x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. And then for the standard equation of the circle, centered at hk, we have the quantity x minus h squared plus the quantity y minus k squared is equal to r squared. Now let's have sample problems. So let's deal with problem number 1. Find the standard equation of the circle with center at 4, -3, tangent to the x-axis. So let's have this problem. Okay, again, our center is at 4, -3. I think this is located on the 4th quadrant because we have a positive, negative. And then let's try to find out how do we illustrate it when it is tangent to the x-axis. So as you could see, I have here a Cartesian plane. First, let us identify the center of the circle, which is at 4, -3. So most probably, is located somewhere here. So this is your center at 4, -3. And we know for a fact that this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Okay? So that's for proper illustration. And then since it is tangent to the x-axis, we will draw an imaginary line. Okay? So that the circle will be tangent to the x-axis. So I think that is 3 units upward. So therefore, the other vertices of the circle will also be 3 units. Okay? Forming now the circle. I cannot draw this one perfectly because I'm just using the zoom tools. So you could use compass to draw it properly. This is not really a perfect circle, but this is how we illustrate the problem. So you see, our center is at 4, -3. And then obviously the vertical distance here is r is equal to 3 units. Given this condition, we can already conclude, okay, that the standard equation of the circle is the quantity x minus 4 squared, so we have to invert the sign, plus the quantity y plus 3 squared is equal to 9. So this is now the standard equation of the circle center at, so it is center at 4, -3 with r which is 3 and is tangent to the x-axis. So to complete the graph, let's illustrate some important parts. Of course, we need to label the exact name, no, of the circle. Standard equation of the circle itself is equal to 9. Okay, so don't forget. So this is just a rough draft. it's not really a perfect circle, but that's how you simply solve the first problem. So let me clear all my annotations. Let's move to the second problem. Okay, so let's move again to the PowerPoint presentation. Let's have problem number 2. Find the standard equation of the circle with center at 4, -3, tangent to the y-axis. So this time, we're going to graph it using the same point, and that is at 4, -3. But this time, it should be tangent to the y-axis. So as you could see, this is our y-axis here. So this is the y-axis, and this is the x-axis. So we will move, I'll use another color, 4 units from the center so that it will touch the y-axis. So as you could see, I think this is exactly 4 units. Okay, so that's the imaginary line that we could draw. You may use a ruler, but I have only zoom tools. That's why I really cannot make it straight. So of course, I'll be moving also 4 units to form the vertices of the circle. Then connecting that one into a smooth curve. So again, you may use a compass because you have your graphing tools with you. While with me, I'm just using zoom tools. Okay, we're just trying to give you a rough sketch of the circle. And then you may now label this one. So let's use another color for the labels. Let's label the center at 4, -3. And then our radius r is 4. Given this condition, so we already have a center radius form. Algebraically, our given is center at 4, -3, tangent to the y-axis. So to form the standard equation, we now have the quantity x minus 4 squared plus the quantity y plus 3 squared. Do you agree? Is equal to 16. So this is your standard equation. And of course, for proper label, you have to put also on the graph the name of the circle. So again, it's the quantity x minus 4 squared plus quantity y plus 3 squared is equal to 16. So that's the solution for the second problem. Okay, I hope you understand. Let's move now to the third question. Find the standard equation of the circle with center at 4, -3, tangent to x is equal to -2. So as you could see, we're following the same point. The center is at 4, -3, and this time it is tangent to the line x is equal to -2. So let's write first the given. So tangent to the line x is equal to -2, but we're using the same coordinates of the center, which is at 4, -3. So again, allow me to identify the same center, okay? But this time, let me draw first. How do we represent the line x is equal to -2? So we just go into along the x-axis. So the graph should pass, okay, this line. You see the dotted line I am illustrating. So this is your line x equals -2 because it passes through -2 at x value. So of course, let's not forget to label our x and the y axis. Do not forget also the two-headed arrows representing this axis. And then since it is tangent to x is equal to -2, so the circle must touch that coordinate here, -2. So let's count the distance. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So exactly, we'll also move 6 units, 2, 4, 6, then 2, 4, 6, then 2, 4, 6. So probably there. So look at the circle. Okay, the same radii, 6 units. So that's a rough sketch, although it's not perfect, but using um, a tool such as the compass, you can easily draw it correctly. So this represents our R, which is equal to 6. Okay, and then let's label also the center at 4, -3. So again, it's very easy to identify and label the standard equation of the circle. So that becomes the quantity x minus 4 squared plus the quantity y plus 3 squared is equal to 36 because we have a radius 6. So the answer there is, again, let me rewrite it algebraically. So we have the quantity x plus minus 4 squared, plus the quantity y plus 3 squared is equal to 36. I hope you understand. Now let's move now to another problem. Allow me to clear all the illustration first. Fourth problem. Find the standard equation of the circle with center at 4, -3, tangent to y is equal to 5. So this time, the line y is equal to 5 should pass through the y-axis. So again, let's draw the y-axis. We do have arrow, okay? Then we have the x-axis. Then since we have tangent to y equals 5, and we have the same center that we kept on using, okay? So this is our 4, -3. This is where our center is located. But the line y is equal to 5 is a horizontal line passing through 5 at y-axis. So this is that line. Okay? So you may use a ruler, okay, so that you could draw it properly. But this is how the line y is equal to 5 is illustrated. So since it touches the line y is equal to 5, then this is one of the vertices now that will represent it. So obviously we have 2 units, 4, 6, 8. So our R is equal to 8. Completing it, let's have 8 units also to the left. 2, 4, 6, 8. So here. Then another 8 units, 2, 4, 6, 8 here. Then I think 2, 4, 6, 8. So we'll move further. I'm sorry, here. Then here. So this is where our vertices are. So I'll just connect. So it doesn't look like a circle. It's really difficult to annotate using the zoom, but this is just a rough sketch of the circle. And then we identify the center at 4, -3. So make your circles perfect because you have your own devices to use to make it perfect. Okay, but this is just a rough sketch. Okay, so since we already have this given circle, we can name this one now as the quantity x minus 4 squared plus the quantity y plus 3 squared, and the square of 8 is 64, right? Okay, so the final answer algebraically will be the standard equation is the quantity x minus 4 squared plus the quantity y plus 3 squared is equal to 64. So now we have finished the 4 almost similar problems with the same center. I'll be erasing this first. Let's move now to our very last problem, which talks about the standard equation of the circle with diameter at endpoints. So let's write them first. The endpoints are at point A with coordinates -1, 6, and point B with coordinates 3, -4. So first, I think we need to illustrate it using our Cartesian plane. So let's label first our axis through the use of the arrowhead. So this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. So let's use these coordinates. For point A, we have -1, 6. So here, this is one of the endpoints of the diameter. And we also have 3, -4. 3, -4. I'm sorry for that. Let's erase that one. Okay, let's have 3, -4. So this point. Okay, so you try to imagine when we connect these two points, A and B. So this is your point A, this is your point B. Connecting them using a ruler. This represents now the diameter. The problem here is we need to find the center first at HK. Okay, so we need to find a special point. And we know that the point, the midpoint between the diameter of the circle, line segment AB, is the center of the circle. So I think we need to use a formula to get the center, right? The center is could be obtained at HK, could be obtained by the what we call the midpoint formula. I know you are familiar with the midpoint formula. And that is x sub 1 plus x sub 2 over 2, y sub 1 plus y sub 2 over 2. So let's use this formula. So we have -1 plus 3 divided by 2. Then we have 6 plus -4 divided by 2. So that becomes 2 over 2. Then we have 2 over 2. So obviously, our center is at 1, 1. It's obvious, right? That our center is at 1, 1. So let's try to draw the circle. So this is in diameter, although it doesn't look like a circle. Okay. The next question there is, what is the distance from a point going to a point on the circle going to the center at 1, 1? So in here, we have center at 1, 1. Maybe I'll get 1 point to get the distance, okay, from point A to point C. So we are going to use the distance formula to get our radius. So we'll use point A and point C respectively. So let's have -1 minus 1 squared plus 6 minus 1 squared. We have -1 minus 1. What is -1 minus 1? So it is -2 squared. Then 6 minus 1 is 5 squared. So R now is the square root of 4 plus 25. So R is the square root of 29. So this is now the value of your radius. Okay? But since the standard equation forms the center and the radius form, so we have center at 1, 1, this one. Okay, and the radius R is square root of 29. Using these conditions, we can now write the standard equation of the circle. So that is the quantity x minus 1 squared plus the quantity y minus 1 squared is equal to, what's the square of the square root of 29? So we have the square root of 29, you square it, simply cancel the square root and the square symbol. So that becomes 29. So this is now the standard equation of the circle with diameter negative 1, 6, 3, and point B, 3, negative 4. So to complete the graph, let's name this circle as the quantity x minus 1 squared plus the quantity y minus 1 squared is equal to 29. So that completes our algebraic solution and the rough sketch of the circle, the graph of the circle itself. So I hope you find this video lesson helpful for you to finish your given activity number 1. Okay, so we will be checking that one face to face. I hope you learned something from this video lesson. Good day and God bless.